people may not agree, but there are stages where you might not like your child, right? You might not like being a parent. So maybe you're not good. Maybe you don't like being a mom to a 1 to 5 year old, but after that 5-year-old, you know, can do for himself and be a little bit more independent, then you love it. And people don't talk about that. They think I just hate being a parent, but maybe it's just the stages. Maybe you loved them when they were a child, but when they're 13, you literally can't stand this little person.
Like this attitude, shit, they're trying to fight
you have to learn how to deal with
way,
that.
they acting a certain way, and you're just looking at like, I don't enjoy talking to you. I'm trying to parent you. I'm supposed to care about you. I don't.
But I'm not enjoying this right now.
Like you. I don't
like you. I love you. I love the shit out of you, and I'll never let anybody hurt you, but I do not like you.
I'm certain my parents felt like that about me plenty.
Yeah, I do not like you.
I'm certain all our parents felt like that about us. But what they're not speaking about is, especially nowadays, there's a lot of parents that never got over that stage. Like, they got to a stage where they didn't like their kid, which is probably normal. I'm not tripping off that, but they never got over that point, and they still stuck on that. I don't like this person. So, yikes.
Come on, man. Off man. Is not for everyone. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you don't bring nothing to the table. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when all you do is sleep and do your makeup and shower 4 times a week. You don't get to pick a bill when your ass don't go to the gym. You don't get to tell a man to pick a bill when you aren't top notch. And to be top notch is not birth-given looks. It's applied effort.
Boom, right there, applied effort. This is why I say men love is way more than woman love. On a different spectrum at different times. Because a man will love a woman just off what she got right then and there. And the man will love that woman, continue to love that woman just off the efforts that she can just put in on what she got. A woman, you're gonna have to show the effort and show your plan and your proof and everything that you done did this, that, and the third. Now, what I can say after a while, if a woman been with you for a long time, and if you fall off, she'll continue to stay with you and love you until she gets to a point where she's just like, all right, well, he's just not trying to get back to where he was. But outside of that, I think a man will love a woman completely 100% throughout her life just off what he think or the effort that she can give. A woman, you got to show the effort, you got to show the plan, you got to show the results. Because if not, she on her way. My boyfriend told me to wear a pretty dress, and I got mad at him and said, don't tell me how to dress, so I wore cargo pants instead. And then this happened. Okay. Music. Can't play music. Dude, you bet not. Come on. No way, he still proposed to her. I'ma just simply say it like this.
This nigga's scared!
Oh crap, music. Oh wow. Let's go. A bull? Sheesh. He took that bull down too. But this right here goes to show like the difference between men and women. A woman could never. She wouldn't have the grip strength, the muscle strength, the upper body strength to do that. And I know what y'all gonna say. Oh, it's 2024. Men don't have to do that no more. We don't have to do that to get food. You're right. 100% right. That's how you know this isn't our innate nature. Men still want to do it for a sport. So what you think we have to do to survive, to provide for our families? This type of stuff. Dangerous. We got to acknowledge the difference between men and women. Our strengths and weaknesses. We need each other.
You take me on our first date.
You. If you dress like that, we're going to the crib first. And then we can do whatever after that. Depending on how that go.
There you go. Now she disappointed.
No, of course not. I don't like liars. But, question. Why would you be taking me to your house?
She obviously don't like the truth.
So hotel or something?
No.
Airbnb?
No.
Not a hotel, Airbnb.
Shit, car sets like that too.
Wait,
car?
Oh my God, am I like selling sex to you?
Yes, you are.
Like, I look good, body look good, but it shouldn't. You make money. It shouldn't. Yeah, I make money.
You look real good.
Right. Like this is like walking beauty, but
no, it's
like,
not.
I have mad respect for myself. Where would you take me on a date? Is that your answer?
We can go get some food wherever you like.
Where would you take me?
I said wherever you like. I'm real like
Applebee's.
Just whatever I want.
If that.
What if I want to go shopping?
No.
We're gonna have to call somebody else.
Okay, so I'm just gonna have to decline. But you know, you got that shit on. You fly.
I give him more thesis.
When I walk away. Yeah.
So we not keeping Ace?
No, I'm not keeping him.
Wait a minute. Didn't she say she don't like liars? Obviously, she don't like the truth either, because she still denied him because he told her the truth. I'm going to treat you how you're dressed. I'm not about to take you nowhere at all because look how you dress now. This is embarrassing. Put some clothes on. Respect yourself if you really got respect. Respect me if you really want to be with me, if you really want to show something. Like what? It makes no sense, yo. These women are dressing in less and less clothes and they wonder why guys is just trying to have sex with them on the first night, take them to a hotel or Airbnb or simple car sex. You're not worth my time.
You can't handle the truth.
Little light of mine, me and gonna let them down. Oh, this little light of yours, honey make them shine. Little light of mine, me and gonna let them down. Oh, keep on shining, just keep on
Now, imagine that was a guy with some gray shorts on or gray pants on, sitting on the gate, and there was a little girl sitting in front of him. And he was just recording. Like, yeah, she keep admiring my schlong, and he think it's funny. Uproar. It's the same with her. Like, what? You know this little boy sitting there admiring your derriere, but you're like, oh, and people think it's funny. No, it's the same thing. Come on now. This is sick.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
I just want to know, why is it considered a threesome when a man sleep with two women?
Right.
But when a girl want to sleep with two men, it's a train.
A train.
Why it can be a threesome? 2 plus 1 is 3.
Why y'all gotta change up the terms? It don't make no sense.
It never added up. All of a sudden,
Man, sit your dumb ass down.
First of all, I'm glad you know how to count, young lady. 2 plus 1 equals 3, 100%. So good job. Secondly, if all parties are touching each other, then that's called a threesome. But if just 2 of the people is just touching one of the person, that's called a train, okay? So if 2 girls is touching one guy, but they don't touch each other, the 2 girls don't touch each other, they're running the train on him. If 2 guys are doing a girl and they don't touch each other, then they're running the train on her, okay? But if they all communicating together, you know, intertwining, everybody, 2 girls, 1 guy, 2 guys, 1 girl, that's a threesome.
I'm a side chick. Of course I knew that man was married before I started dealing with him. I'm a side chick. Of course he gives me a weekly and monthly allowance and pays all my bills. He does that for you, right? I'm a side chick. Of course I sent him back home to be unhappily happy so he could come back to me and be. I'm a side chick. Of course he can't cheat on me because his commitment is with you. I'm a side chick. Of course I know that if he dies, you are going to get his pension and all of his money. That's why I had him sign off on the life insurance policy that he pays with my name on it. I'm a side chick. Of course I'm the authorized user on a credit card that you have no idea about. I'm a side chick. Of course I don't work because our husband pays all the bills. I'm a side chick. Of course we have lunch together about 4 times a week. I'm a side chick. Of course I don't sleep with him for all of these things. You do. Don't shoot the messenger.
Nigga, you gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk. You gotta be ashamed of yourself. Old as you is.
They call her the cat lady.
Are lonely men more likely to commit violence or commit suicide?
I think lonely men are more likely to commit suicide, just because I know a lot of men have good hearts, and instead of taking their anger or their sadness out on other people, they rather take themselves out of the world, which is very bad.
For me, I would say suicide, just because with men, there's the high numbers in suicide. So,
sadly, from experience, more lonely men are more so to commit violence than they are suicide.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you? Gave my baby father head every morning. That was my thing.
Every morning?
Every morning.
Like on the wake up?
Really? Every morning.
Do you brush your teeth first?
Of course.
Okay.
But sometimes I didn't. I'll be honest.
That's a lot. Every morning?
But
that's a job.
Wow.
Every single See, now that's
every
clocking
morning.
in.
I don't.
So she did have a job. Yeah, that's a blow job.
Well,
That's a full-time job.
Yeah, it was every day. But I feel like I did it so much that now my jaw really be like locking.
But hold on, whose idea was it for it every day, the daily, whose was it your idea or
It was
his
my
idea?
You never asked me. It was
No,
his idea.
you know what though? Because she's like, you're not leaving the house with a loaded weapon. You enjoy giving head? Okay, you got
That's
to.
my
I
shit.
guess
Better
if
you're doing it every
day.
day. That's my shit.
Yeah.
I
That's
like
my
doing
shit.
I like you. I like you a lot.
You want to know what a nightmare is for a man. And I say this to people, and I've said this to black men, I've said this to white men, I've said this to everybody. I said, this is where real men come into play, where we all in this together. If you are a real man, you want to provide for your family.
Mm-hmm.
To those out there, you ain't a real man if you ain't thinking about providing for your family. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take all the money for yourself and you don't want to give nothing to anybody else and you want to leave everybody else hanging while you live the good life, that is not a man. A man provides. That's what men do when you have a family. Any man, I don't give a what ethnicity you are, when you have a concern as to how you're going to pay your bills,
scary time.
There is nothing worse.
Scary.
There is nothing worse.
Because then you don't feel like you can be a man.
That's right.
Right.
There's nothing worse. I don't care if you have a woman with money.
You still don't feel like you're a man.
You don't feel like you're a man.
Right.
Because it's like she could make $2 million a year.
No matter.
If you made $300,000 a year to her $2 million, you're still okay.
Yes.
Because you know you could provide for you.
For the lifestyle,
and you could
yes.
provide for a certain lifestyle. Maybe not the lifestyle her salary gives you, but it ain't like you on the street.
Right. You're buying food, you're
That's
paying
right.
for rent, you can travel.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You don't have to make as much as her or whatever. But when you cannot provide
at all,
it is no worse feeling on the planet. That is as close to death spiritually as I've ever felt in my life, with the exception of losing my mother.
Wow.
Losing my brother was devastating. Losing my mother was just a different level. It's hard to explain and put into words what I went through after I lost my mother. But a close second was when I was unemployed.
Wow.
And wondering whether or not I was going to have a job.
And what was the lesson for you, and what did you learn or develop in that time?
First thing I learned is that don't give a damn about popularity. A whole bunch of people knew me. Well, this is a double-edged sword to that. That means they knew I was fired. Yeah, I was popular. That means when I got fired, I was popular.
Right. Popular, talked about.
They're talked about. Exactly. They're popular for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So you can't give a damn about that. The other thing was, and the most important lesson, master my business. I thought popularity was people screaming my name in the streets. I paid little to no attention to revenue and ratings. I left that to other people.
Interesting.
So you know what that meant, Lewis? I didn't know my worth. I had no clue.
Hey, Stephen A. Smith is 100% right. And here's the crazy part about it. If you're a man that love to provide, that got a family, that, want to be the man of your household, or just be that masculine figure in your household, in your woman life, your kids' life, and things like that, you're going to go through this. And if you haven't been through it, you're going to go through it. And this is just a heads up to my fellas that are masculine men. They do want to be the head of their family. They do want to provide in all ways. Get a side hustle. Make sure you can make money outside of just your main job and things like that. Because it happens to us all. And don't let it break you. When it does happen, you'll be good. You're going to be all right. But do not let it break you at all, Because it happens to the best of us and we all get out of it at some point in time. Everything don't last forever. It's just a moment in time.
You're in a relationship, should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and I
Come
feel
on,
like
this sounds positively guy,
doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women, but this is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data. More than half of women who are married and categorize themselves as happily
Wait a
married.
sec.
They're married.
Happily married women are doing this?
Have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a specific person they've identified.
Person that they've identified, and in most cases it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately, yes. And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
These are my wife friends. They are beautiful mothers and wives, and then there's me.
Oh,
There's
wife
them and their
friends.
beautiful husbands.
About to say what?
Partying it up and looking all like black love. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. I mean, it doesn't get, and then there's me, still single. And they have just welcomed me into their group, and I cannot thank them enough. I prayed about being a wife last year, y'all, and instead God was like, no, I'm going to give you some wife friends, and a wife is coming. Just be patient. Hold on. Don't give up. And keep it moving, and surround yourself with beautiful women who show you what it is to be a wife, a mother, and be lit. Still no.
Yo, that's 100. If you want to change your life, if you want to do better, evaluate your friends. Get around some people that's 100.
120? What do you do anything?
Blowing sex.
Nah, but I need somebody to wash my truck. You think you can do it for 120?
To wash your truck?
Yeah, in and out.
I'm not washing nothing.
Really? Yeah. Oh.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus?
Put your foot down respectfully, okay? Whenever a woman is fired up, she's passionate, she's emotionally charged, and you see it's reaching to another level, it's best that you don't match her energy, but you respond assertively. Not to be confused with aggressively, okay? When you're assertive...
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you
We don't care.
Like I said before, don't agree with a woman trying to tell a man how to be a man and how to go about being a man when it comes down towards a woman. Teach these lessons to a woman on how not to act like a kid, on how not to get mad or get irritated or throw a tantrum when things is not going your way or when you want a certain type of thing, okay? Keep that energy to them. Men will teach other men on how to act or how to treat your woman when things time to get rough or things starting to go a different way.
I like that nigga. I like him. That nigga, look, that's real pampers. Now that's
5 ways women lose a good man and how you can avoid it. Let's get into it, ladies. Number 1, taking them for granted. A man been so good to you for so long, you no longer see the value in him and what he does for you. Number 2, not communicating well or effectively, like expecting a man to read your mind and getting mad when he can't. Number 3, being dismissive about how your behavior makes him feel, or becoming overly defensive when you're being held accountable for your action. Rumor has it that women struggle with accountability. Number 4, being self-consumed and unwilling to compromise. Being so hyper-focused on your laundry list of needs, desires, wants, that you neglect his needs in the process. Remember, a relationship is not just about you or one person getting their needs met. And number 5, allowing your unaddressed trauma, your insecurity, make it hard for that man to enjoy his life and pursue his purpose in peace, becoming insufferable.
You know the crazy part about it is 2 through 5 can all be fixed by just doing number 1. If you show a man appreciation, if you show a man respect, if you don't take him for granted, if you always be a pick-me to your man, not other men, a pick-me to your man, the rest of them will be fixed because you will automatically show like, all right, let me fix this, let me fix that because I know this is something can cause a problem between me and my man and I don't want this to cause a problem between me and him. And all those things can be fixed just by doing number 1. Don't take him for granted, show him respect, and show him care and love, and you'll be totally fine, trust me.
What's your age?
26 on February 22nd. So I'm 25 right now.
Are you single?
I am single.
Why do you think that is?
Because I want to be. I have a couple of boyfriends. I hope they're not watching. Maybe like 4 or 5. So I guess I'm single. I am single.
I mean, but what's it like dating 5 people at the same time?
It's just like juggling. You have to be talented.
Are you sleeping with all 5 of them?
Not all of them. Depends on the situation.
Why not all? What's the deciding factor?
Well, there's different guys for different situations. Some guys, I just want to go to... I forgot that I'm recording this.
Some guys you just want to what?
There's different purposes for different tools.
One's a shovel, one's a knife, one's a fork.
Yeah, honestly, the one that I'm fucking, never gonna get in a relationship with him. He doesn't have the job, the finances, none of that.
So why even open yourself up to a guy like that?
Great dick.
I guess I'm too ugly. I was talking to this guy, it sounded almost too good to be true, and I was planning on going to go see him, had a whole trip planned, and then he told me that I look ugly without makeup, and that I don't look like the same person. And
Jesus.
Without makeup, I only have eyebrows and eyelashes on, like a little bit of lip gloss. I feel like fucking shit. I guess I'm literally on here just seeking out validation that I'm not ugly.
Right.
I think that's what I'm doing right now, just to help me feel better.
And essentially what she just said is what most women do on social media. They're looking for validation. They're looking for validation to show that, oh, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Oh, I'm not ugly. Oh, I'm cute. Oh, I look good. Oh, I got a nice butt. Oh, I got a nice body. Oh, I'm this, that, and the third. So much. They're just looking for validation. And they get to a point, they're looking so much for that validation that they no longer can communicate effectively to a person in real life. They only know how to communicate effectively through social media. That all they do is know how to text. They don't know how to talk on the phone. They don't know how to FaceTime. They don't know how to have a conversation in person. Because that validation that comes from social media is ruining their life. It's ruling their life. So when you come across a woman, get your woman. If you look on her Instagram, her social media, something like that, I'm not saying she can't have it. If she do got it, look on her Instagram, her social media or whatever, and if she posting the picture all the time, this, that, and the third, she's looking for validation and she's most likely a lost cause.
Please do not address me as a strong, independent black woman. It's not a compliment. I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I gotta do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available, all because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong. I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
I like this one.
In here that sees any reason why these two shouldn't be married today. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
No, they strapped. Oh, she's strapped. Oh, that's a keeper. That's so awesome. Yeah. Oh, that's a keeper. Oh, that's a keeper. And not because you're going to get shot. That's a keeper because she is just freaking dope. Just off that, just that thing by itself is just dope as heck, yo. And on top of that, you already know that, hey, if I drop the gun, she can pick it up and she can do what she got to do with, you know, just off protecting ourselves and our kids, yo. That's a keeper right there. Her mindset is where it's at. Keep her, bro. You got a good one.
My man.
But look, that's the end of the video. Let me know what you think. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think, what you don't think. Dislike, do like, and I'm going to catch y'all on the next video. I'm going to give y'all 2 to the side. I'm out.